What's going on, everybody? About to come on and make a quick video right quick. We are reporting live from the vehicle. I just had a download that came to me and I just want to express it with y'all and just get this this message out. So earlier today while I'm at work, I was reflecting on this version of me that cares about what people think. A lot of us struggle with caring about what people think. And I realized that this version of me was coming from a part of me when I was an adult. Or let's say an age of when I was an adult, a certain age. And I just started sitting with it. I started like processing it. Like, why do I care about what people think so much? And of course, the answer came back to me was because I want the validation. I want to feel the approval. I want to feel the belonging. Now, these are all human characteristics that we all kind of like. Let me take my glasses off for this shit. These are human characteristics that we all kind of like strive for. We all need as a human. But if we're identifying with the human version of ourselves, if we're identifying with being a human, then we're missing the bigger picture. And so I realized that the only validation, the only approval that I should seek is from spirit. So if you're, let's say, struggle with worrying about what people think, place your awareness and your attention on what does spirit think? How does spirit approve you? How does spirit validate you? When I start to think like this, as I was thinking about what I was thinking about, my whole entire body shook. My whole entire energy shook. My whole frequency changed because I realized how much we give our energy to humans, how much we give our energy to people around us, friends, family, coworkers. We give them all this energy and is seeking their approval, when in reality, they live from a perspective that is human-based and not spiritual-based. And so if we are claiming or we're calling ourselves spiritual beings, then that comes with a different operating system. Who's governing your life, quote unquote? And what I mean by who, I'm not referring to human beings. I'm talking about something that's greater than yourself. So I started to realize that by me adopting more of the mindset of I only care about what spirit thinks. I only care about what spirit is guiding me and telling me what to do. My whole entire infrastructure, everything changed within me. So I want to go a step further with this. And then I started to realize that I'm just so tired of watering down my messages. I'm so tired of not saying what I truly feel in my heart because I'm caring about what other people are going to think about me. I'm caring about how people are going to perceive me. And so I hold my tongue not to say the things that I need to say because things are coming through me. And I made a video about this. And so this is why I'm a little bit ticked off, because I've made a video about this, of how spirit comes through, channel through with a very blunt ass fucking message. But we don't share it because we're thinking with our human perception that if we share a message with someone, they're going to interpret it a certain way, or they're going to perceive us differently, or they're not going to like us. And so we don't say what spirit has put on our hearts to say to this person, place, or thing. And so I realized, like, I don't live for people. I live for spirit. We all have this essence inside of us, but the difference between me and someone else that's outside of me is that I'm aware of it. Most people are not aware of this spiritual essence that's within them. So they don't operate from that type of frequency. They operate from the frequency of being a human, which was given to them, this concept, this idea of being a human. So then I realized that the life that we live is not our life. A lot of people, including myself, struggle with the term surrender, struggle with letting go. I started to realize the reason why it's hard for us to let go is because we think that the shit that we're doing is our life. We think that the things that we do, the decisions that we make is our life. This is not our life. We don't have a life. It's a beautiful paradox. We have a life and we don't have a life. You have a life, but you don't have a life. Guess what? You have a life, but you don't have a life. Stay in between. There is no life, and then there's life. Meaning that what is governing us is not us. It's spirit. So when we're trying to let go and surrender to something, we're still thinking like, no, I want to do this. No, I want to do this. I don't want to do that. I want to do this instead. Think about how stubborn we are when it comes down to doing something that we know that we should be doing because it's going to put us in a better place, but we deciding to do something else that we just love so much and we're so attached to and we're so addicted to that we don't want to let go of it. And so we think it's our motherfucking life and the things that we do, and it's not our life. We're constantly being governed by something greater than ourselves, whether we realize it or not. So if you're going through something in life where you find yourself stuck, you find yourself can't get through, it's because you're thinking that the decisions that you're making is yours, and you thinking that you have a choice, and you think you have the red pill or the blue pill. And in reality, you have no pills. So if your life is not working out like how you want it to work, that's because you're fucking stubborn and not aware of what you're doing. And so you're going to keep suffering because you're not pivoting and allowing something greater than yourself to come through to give you the message to act and move differently. You have to let go of this version of yourself that thinks it controls every goddamn thing. You don't control nothing. It's a beautiful illusion. It's called the illusion of choice. It's a beautiful paradox. For 1 minute and for 1 second, yes, you can choose the car of your desires. You can choose the house of your desires. You can potentially, choose the partner. You can go to Foot Locker and buy some G-Nikes. You have choices to a degree. But it's not a major or large component. It's not a major percentage. It's very small. So what I'm realizing is that I have no life. Let go of this life that I'm trying to create for myself and allow spirit to come through and show me what my life is made of. Show me what I'm supposed to be doing in existence. You know how many times I question what the fuck my purpose is? I questioned that shit over the past 9 years. What is my purpose? What is my purpose? What is my purpose? I get a little bit closer, then I get pulled back. I get a little bit closer, and I get pulled back. I start to realize, Josh, stop trying to think about it. Stop trying to figure it out and allow it to come to you. Allow your purpose to come to you. But we can't do that because we're still trying to figure out because there's so much uncertainty. So we do that. We find ourselves uncomfortable. We find our human self getting uncomfortable. We find our human self operating our whole physiological body, our whole physical body. Now we can't do nothing because our physical self is governing our actions. We're not moving from a spiritual action. We're moving for a physical human action. So every action that we take is not spiritual led. Every action that we take is human led. And we find ourselves suffering and suffering and suffering. Now, don't get me wrong. You have to go through the suffering to get to Zion. If you break down the Jesus story, you pay attention to how Jesus went through all the things that he went through. He found himself on a cross. He found himself crucified or crucifixed. And he made it to heaven. So I'm not saying that if you shift into more of a spiritual perspective or mindset and allow spirit to guide you, that you're going to be completely a clean slate and you're not going to have no difficulties. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is the choices that you make that you think that you're making is not a choice that you're making. It's just another deroute. You're literally taking another route, going another direction that's going to bring you right back in the same path that you're supposed to be going down. So you're extending the journey. And that's okay, because you're going to go right back where you're supposed to go back any motherfucking way. This is not our life. The quicker that you realize that you have no life, the quicker Spirit will come in and support you. The surrender aspect of it is that. We're in the year 2025. This is the year of ending cycles. If you've been doing something consistently, and you're not getting the fucking results, that means you need to pivot. Stop being stubborn. Get out your fucking way and allow Spirit to guide you to what it is that you need to do, or what you need to cultivate, or what you need to experience, or what you need to embody. What does getting out the way mean? There's a version of you that is literally in front of you that's driving the car and saying, nope, we're going here, we're going here, we're going there, we're going there. It is literally operating. It is literally driving your vehicle, the vessel you call a physical body. That version of yourself, you need to remove it. Get it out the way. Get it out the way. So something greater can come in and support you. We can't rely on logic all fucking day. This shit is limited. Science has proven this over and over and over and over and over. It is limited. It is fucking limited. And we keep relying on that motherfucker like a kickstand. The quicker you realize you have no life, you start to have a life. And that's my message. I'm going to leave on that note. Peace.